Facts about inventors. Thomas Edison electrocuted an elephant in 1903 to prove Tesla's AC current was dangerous. The inventor of Vaseline used to eat a spoonful of it every day. Leo da Vinci's studies of river erosion convinced him that Earth is much older than the Bible implies. Nikola Tesla once shook the poop out of a constipated Mark Twain with an experiment. The first mobile phone call was made in 1973 by Martin Cooper, a former Motorola inventor. A 10-year-old accidentally created in 2012 a new molecule in science class. It was called tetranitrotoxicarbon. Charles Richter, who invented the Richter scale, was a nudist. Rudolf Diesel, who invented the diesel engine, committed suicide in 1913 because he didn't think his invention would be successful. Benjamin Franklin never patented any of his inventions. He reasoned that we should be glad of an opportunity to serve others by invention of ours, and this we should do freely and generously. The inventor of intermittent windshield wipers tried to sell his idea to the auto industry and was turned away. When they began showing up on new cars, he sued and he won. Harvey R. Ball, the strongest claimant to having invented the smiley face, was paid just $45 for the design. The man who invented pop-up ads has apologized to the world for creating one of the internet's most hated forms of advertising. Benjamin Franklin invented the bifocals eyeglasses in 1784. When Benjamin Franklin invented his own harmonica, it became so popular in Europe that Mozart and Beethoven composed music for it. At the age of 11, Benjamin Franklin invented a pair of swim fins. He was later recognized by his induction into the International Swimming Hall of Fame. William Bullock, inventor of the Webb rotary press, was killed by his own invention. The man who invented the frisbee was cremated and made into a frisbee after he died. Alexander Graham Bell invented several flying machines, but his attempts at flying flopped greatly. The invention of glow sticks was based on the work of scientist Edwin Chandros. He didn't know his work was being used for parties until 2013. Alfred Nobel, of the Nobel Prize, lost his brother to an accident at his lab. They were working with liquid nitrogen and attempting to create a more stable explosive. Nobel was able to complete his research after the accident and invented the dynamite. The man who invented the McDonald's Big Mac burger in 1967, Michael Jim Deligatti, died in 2016, aged 98. Nikola Tesla could not stand the sight of pearls to the extent that he refused to speak to women wearing them. The historic news of the first man-powered flight by the Wright brothers first appeared in the magazine Gleanings in Bee Culture. The man who invented the waterbed was unable to patent it because it had already appeared in science fiction novels. Popsicles were originally called Epsicles after the inventor Frank Epperson. His children came up with the more famous name Popsicles. In 1795, Napoleon offered a 12,000 franc prize to anyone who could invent a way to preserve food and make it portable. A Parisian confectioner spent 15 years experimenting and finally won the prize. The father of Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon, was a unicyclist in a circus. By the end of his brilliant and tortured life, inventor Nikola Tesla was penniless and living in a small New York City hotel room. While being seriously ill, inventor Nikola Tesla suddenly had an insight which led to the development of alternating current electrical mechanism. The inventor of roller skates first demonstrated them by hurtling into a party while playing the violin and crashing into a huge mirror. The inventor of the web, Tim Berners-Lee, has one regret. adding the double slash to URLs. In retrospect, he says it was totally unnecessary. Charles Darwin's cousin Francis Galton invented underwater spectacles so he could read while in the bath. One of the Thomas Edison's oddest inventions was a voice-driven sewing machine operated by blowing into a mouthpiece. Oh well, it never caught on. Heartbroken that for days he was unaware of his wife's death, Samuel Morse decided to explore a means of rapid long-distance communication and ended up inventing the single-wire telegraph and the Morse code. It was to Western Union that Alexander Graham Bell and his co-inventors first took their patent for the telephone, but its chairman said it was nothing but a toy. When Thomas Edison was confined to a wheelchair in the last years of his life, his friend Henry Ford bought one too, so that they could have wheelchair races. Thomas Edison invented the tattoo pen. For more videos like these, please subscribe to our channel. The subscription link is in the video description below. Subscribe.